Hello, people of the internet. It is I, Gabber890, back again with part 2 of my Xbox 360 collection. So, for part 2, I thought it was only right that I bring out my Xbox 360 2. By 2, I mean slim model, of course. My original model, which is actually the third original model I've owned, thanks to the wonderful Red Ring of Death. At one point, it would take multiple times of sticking a disc in and out of the disc tray to finally get it to read. So I was like, you know what, that's kind of a sign that it's probably going out. So I should be on the lookout for a backup. And so I found this beauty for 25 bucks, and I grabbed it, and then shortly thereafter, the original model just didn't have any more issues. So I was like, well, now I got two. But I'm gonna say some controversial things here, alright? I'm gonna be honest with you. Most consoles, in my opinion, are pretty bland. They're not usually the most extravagant thing on the planet. You know, most of them are just kind of a hunk of plastic and that's that, but it does the job. And I have to say, in my opinion, I think this might be my favorite console aesthetically. Just the glossy white with the chrome and just the slim model, like it looks so beautiful. So anyways, that got a little personal, but that's okay. Let's just move on to the games. So starting us off, SSX. I played a ton of SSX 3 on the GameCube, loved it, and also picked up SSX Tricky and on tour. So of course I wanted this, and it's a pretty decent game. I felt like they kind of lost a bit of the arcade style with this one, so sadly it wasn't as good as the originals, but I got it for $6, so I really can't complain too much. Okay, up next we got Max Payne 3, which I originally bought on the PS3, but I heard that this one played a bit better on the 360. And that kind of tended to be the case with multiple platform games. I think the 360 was a bit easier to develop for, and so there was a number of games that just played a bit better on the 360. And I'm sorry if that offends you. But obviously, like, PS3 was king of its exclusives. But anyways, this was at GameStop, and I got it for $1.07, so I was like, yeah, why not? Now I can test it out for myself. Alright, then we got Saw, which I bought for my brother for $5. Crazy over-the-top Saw. Actually a pretty solid movie tie-in. Okay, and then up next is kind of a dilemma. So we have the Chronicles of Riddick, Assault on Dark Athena, which actually also comes with a HD remaster of Escape from Butcher Bay, made from the ground up. And so I bought this game because I loved Escape from Butcher Bay on the original Xbox. And then I found this for $2 in a pawn shop, sealed. And so I just threw my extra one in kind of a bundle and got rid of it. Well, then it's like, okay, well, I have a sealed copy that I don't really want to open at this point. But what do I do when I want to play the game? Kind of a collector's problem. I'll just have to find a loose disc, hopefully. Alright, up next we got Aliens vs. Predator. Now this is one that I had my eye on, like I was always looking for, because I love AVP. And this is a solid game for sure. It's really cool, because you get to play as all three parties involved. Alien, Predator, and the humans. And yeah, so I picked this up for $5 off of Craigslist. Alright, and then I love me some Warhammer. And this is actually a solid entry for sure. It's cool because you play as a space marine, of course. And you get to be in the expansive, incredible world of Warhammer. And let's see, this one I grabbed for space. It might have been a newer pickup, actually. $10. Never know where I have them listed. Okay, and then this is actually a very recent pickup. This one caught my eye back in the day. Majin and the Forsaken Kingdom. I just thought it looked really cool and just kind of a bright, fun game. And it is. It's a very cool game. And kind of becoming a little harder to find. And so I decided to pick it up sooner than later. And I actually bought it disc only, and then bought the cover art and the manual separately. So altogether, I paid $20.96. So it's going for about $30. So I was like, save $10. All right, and then we got Tron Evolution, a tie-in to Tron Legacy, the movie. This was pretty cool. You know, obviously everybody wanted to get on the light cycle bikes and cruise around. So this one I grabbed for $0. Buy two, get one free deal. Okay, then we got Deadpool. This is a solid game. I just love that they definitely got the Deadpool humor right in this, and just crazy over the top. So let's see, Deadpool I was able to grab for $17 back in the day. Alright, so here's another sealed copy that I sold off the unsealed copy that I had. I'm talking about Enslaved Odyssey to the West. So this is another kind of a bright, just fun, futuristic game. But I did buy it digitally on Steam for $1. So I was like, okay, well, now I don't have to worry about opening this when I get around to it. So I found this for $2.50. Alright, then we got Bayonetta. That kind of came out of nowhere, to be honest. And I got this for $0 in a buy two, get one free deal. Then we got Left 4 Dead 2. This was popular amongst many of my friends. We'd even like link our Xboxes to play it 4-player. This one I found in a pawn shop for $5.24. Oh boy. Then we got Dark Souls, which I actually bought alongside Alien vs. Predator. So I got this for $5. I paid $10 for both. Alright, and then this one I was actually quite excited to find. Deadly Premonition. So as I explained in the last video, which I foolishly kept calling it trophies rather than achievements, since we're on Xbox. But I met an achievement hunter, and he was selling his dozens, you know, maybe even hundreds. Like, there was just stacks of games, and he was selling them all for $3 a piece. And so I was like a kid on Christmas, you know, just grabbing games, and so I was happy to find this crazy game. Alright, and then Shadows of the Damned. This is a crazy game that was a kind of a collaboration, but I know that they got Suda51 doing this, so you know it's going to be crazy over the top. But this one I had my eye out looking for, and I found it in a pawn shop finally for $4.02. Okay, then we got The Darkness 2, which I would like to get around to this one because I played the original and I really liked it, and this one I thought the art style was really cool and it seemed a bit more fluid. Let's see, Darkness 2. I grabbed this one for hold on. Whoa. There we go. $7.95. Alright, then we got Viva Pinata Party Animals. Got this one for free. So kind of Viva Pinata, but like a Mario Party style. Okay, then we got Viva Pinata Trouble in Paradise. I grabbed this on a Black Friday for $7.50. And then we got the original Viva Pinata, which it's fun. I liked Viva Pinata. I wasn't quite sure what to make of it initially, but it's just kind of a relaxing, just light-hearted game. Let's see. This one I grabbed for $7.60. Okay, and then another rare game. We got Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts. Not exactly the game everyone was hoping for, but I kind of like the graphic style on this one. But let's see. This one I was able to grab for $7.50. Okay. Then we got Bully Scholarship Edition. I remember renting this on the PS2 back in the day. And I had some fun with this one for sure. And so when I got a chance to pick it up, I did for $3 from the Achievement Hunter. Okay, then we got Beautiful Katamari. I love the Katamari games. They're hilarious, and I love the music. This one I got for $16. Okay, then we got Too Human. I actually sought this game out because it's by Silicon Knights, and if I'm right, I believe it was their last game, unfortunately, due to some legal disputes and all that jazz. But the control scheme on this is a bit different. You actually use the joystick to do your attacks rather than buttons. But it was a cool idea, and it was a long time coming. But this one I grabbed for $2.87. Alright, we got Fallout New Vegas. So, came out after Fallout 3, of course, but they got the original makers, Obsidian Entertainment, to make this one, and this one has definitely become a fan favorite. And for good reason. Let's see, Fallout New Vegas. I got for $0. That's right, my friend gave it to me. I have a couple games. In the first video that I mentioned, I had a friend that he would beat the game and then either like give it to me. I wouldn't ask. He'd just say, "Oh, I beat it. You want it?" Or he would be like, "Hey, $5, or buy me dinner." So that was a nice little arrangement. Okay, then we got Condemned Criminal Minds, which I believe was a launch title, and it's definitely creepy. It messes with your mind. This one I got for $8.45. I actually owned it back in the day, and then I might have traded it in or sold it, but I don't know. But I just like, hey, why is this not in my collection? I need to buy it again, I guess. And then I got the sequel, Bloodshot, for $5. Ooh boy. Then we got the incredible Dead Space. Took horror to a new level in a lot of ways. Crazy game. Let's see, Dead Space. I got this one for $10. And then I got the follow-up from my friend for $10 as well. So Dead Space 2. And I know that they're remaking Dead Space 1, so that's pretty exciting. Okay, then we got Resident Evil Revelations, which I own 3 different copies of this game on different systems. I believe this was the first one I bought, though, was on 360, which it was actually ported to the 360. But yeah, it's a cool game, and it definitely kind of goes back to the Resident Evil roots of the survival horror aspect, but you're on a boat. Alright, now here's a game I have a lot of fond memories with. Borderlands. I think I had heard about it. People were saying it was good, so I picked it up on a whim. And then it was in college, and me and my roommates got really into this. and we'd play it all the time, and it was tons of fun multiplayer. So let's see, I grabbed Borderlands for $18 for the Game of the Year edition, and so the first chance I got, I picked up Borderlands 2, which this one I got for $17, and I remember that was a killer deal. It was a one-day deal at Best Buy. And I know that this one is, like, incredible. And then, of course, I was going to pick up the pre-sequel. And this one I got for $8.60. Alright, then we got Star Wars The Force Unleashed 2, which I also got from my, my buddy. Let's see, this one I got for $10. And I remember I got stuck on a boss, and then I hadn't ever gone back. So maybe I'll change that. Because I did like it, and I enjoyed the first one quite a bit. Okay, then we got Far Cry 3. Crazy game, over the top. This one was actually given to me, because I bought it on the PS3, and my friend bought a bundle, and he kept one of the games and then just gave me the rest. So, okay, then we got Dragon Age Origins, which I actually bought from EA themselves. In the first video, I told how I met someone that worked at EA up in Canada, and so I got to go on a tour of the facility. And at the end, we went to the shop where everything was $20, even if it came out that day. And this was a pretty new game at the time. And so anyways, $20. I was pretty excited about this one, because it's by BioWare. Alright. Here's another game I have some history with. Peter Jackson's King Kong. I'll never forget. This was the first game I ever saw on the 360. It was at Walmart on a display, and you could play a little demo as Kong, and I just thought it was so freaking cool. So this is one that I always wanted to pick up. And so as soon as I got it, I got to the first Kong level, and then I didn't get too far past that, because the human parts were just so bland compared to, you know, being Kong, running around, slamming T-Rexes against cliff sides. But let's see. This one I got for $8. Oh boy. Then we got Kingdoms of Amular Reckoning, which is a very cool game. And was very, very ambitious. Actually, too ambitious, because it basically bankrupted the company. It was the first and only game. And it's very similar to World of Warcraft, you know, in a lot of aspects. So, like, if you're into WoW, then you'll probably like this one as well. Just a big open world, tons of quests and enemies. And they actually just did a remaster not too long ago. Okay, up next we got The Witcher 2 Assassins of Kings Enhanced Edition. So this was originally on the PC, and then Microsoft was like, hey, you know, people are talking, that's a pretty sweet game, let's port it. And it wasn't just like a straight port. Like, obviously, this is a very graphically demanding game. And so it's actually really cool, like the history of how they ported it over and the changes that they made to make it, you know, actually work well on the 360. But yeah, I love the Witcher series. And this one is absolutely incredible. And I just remember the graphics back in the day were mind-blowing. Because I had never heard of the game, and then I think I looked like best graphics of whatever, you know, year. And this came up. And I was like, how have I never heard of this game? And so it was one of those games that it was like, as soon as I saw it, I knew I couldn't sleep or eat until I had it. And luckily GameStop was having a deal for a brand new copy for $20. So $21, and it was mine. Oh boy, Assassin's Creed 2. Now I remember the first one blew my mind, and so I was super psyched for this one. And it just looked so cool, and it took it to the next level. And I know this is many people's favorite Assassin's Creed game. Let's see, I grabbed this one for $10. And then we got Assassin's Creed 3 that I got for $10. And I know that people didn't like this one as much, but I thought the setting was really cool and just the time period. And the same can be said for this one, Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. Gotta love the pirate theme kind of going on here. Let's see. I grabbed this one for $20. Alright, then we got Mass Effect, which I had played Jade Empire, and I loved that game, so anything BioWare was a part of, back in the day, I was like, I will play it. And also Knights of the Old Republic, which this is kind of a similar play style. And let's see, so Mass Effect 1 I got for $31.92. And at the time, that was like a really solid deal. It was on a sale, and so I jumped at that. Alright, and then we got Lost Planet 2, which I really liked the first one, and I beat that one, even though it was tough as nails, at least for me back in the day. And so I was super excited about this one, because the whole theme of this one is kill big. And so they just have giant acrid, and just a lot of different locations. But it's tough. I remember I got stuck on a boss, and that's as far as I made it. But let's see, this one I was able to grab for $31. I remember I bought it new from Walmart. And then I got Lost Planet 3, which I haven't got around to yet. But I got this one for $6. Alright, now we're on to the last two games of part 2. Well, we got Fable 3 and Fable 2. So, I wanted an original Xbox back in the day because, Halo. But it was just kind of like, yeah, I want it. But I wasn't really doing anything to get it as a 14-year-old. But then I ended up playing Fable. And it blew my mind. And I just thought it was such a cool concept and such a fun game that I literally just did everything I could at that point to get an Xbox to get Fable. And I accomplished that. And I had Fable, and it was incredible. So, of course, I was psyched for Fable 2. And I loved Fable so much that my brother actually bought Fable 2. Not for him, but literally for me. He's like, oh yeah, I just saw Fable 2, and I knew that you would want to play that. So, what a good brother. So yeah, Fable 2, $0. And then Fable 3 was actually given to me by a friend. So, living large. No, but it pays when people know that you're a collector or just a big gamer, because you can get some great deals. You just keep your ear to the ground. Or I should say your eyes on the screen. But anyway, so that's part 2. Let me know, 360. What are some of your favorite games, your favorite memories? Because obviously there's so many games. But yeah, thanks for sticking around, and as always, have a good one.